We just started here from here. Don't worry. We have started from here. Okay. I have created three vector. X is 1 to 10, Y is 1 to 10, and Z is 10 by X. So this three vector we have created, and we are changing the margin. Okay. So we have changed this margin. Now I am going to make a graph X versus Y. The plot is XY, type B, PCH 21, color red. YX axis title is none. I am not using any axis title on Y. LTY line type 3, and XLab, I am not writing anything in the XLab and the YLab also. Y axis I am not using. X axis will be there. So I just run this and I will show you. You see X axis is there. And B, you know that B will give the gap. And the PCH 22 is this circles. Sorry, PCH 21 is this circle. And this is red. Y axis text I have not given here. Got it? X I have taken, it will be in default. And line type is 3. This is a line type I mentioned you yesterday. XLab is not there and YLab is not there. B is yesterday I explained that it will join here if you write O. O and B, two things are there. Okay. Yesterday we have seen that. So this is the X versus Y. X and Y both are the same value. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So it is at 45 degree. Now I am making one X versus Z. 1 by X is a Z basically. X versus Z. So I am making a line in this plot. So the line function I explained you yesterday also. XZ type B, PCH 22 I am taking here, and the color blue, and line type is 2. Line type would be different, not like this. Either the line type is 3 is the line type is 2. And I run it. Get it? This is between this and this. 1 is equal to 10. So wherever the X is 1, then it is 10. Then 2 is 5. So X is 2, Y is 5. On the Y axis, what we have? Z. Z is 5. Then 3, 3.33. 4, 2.5. Got it? 5, 2. 1.66. And 7, we are getting 1.42. 1.25. Okay. 1.11 height. Here the 1. Is there any doubt? Okay. Now what I am doing? What I am going to do here? Why I have given it too much margin here? I want to create a axis here. I want to create one axis here. And here what axis I want to create? It is the 4 is the position for the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth position. The right side. At Z. At equal to Z. So Z we have this one. These values I will get here on this axis. Levels round Z, because the Z is in the decimal, after decimal there are too many digits. So round Z digits 2, up to 2 decimal places I will take that. Color of axis would be blue. And the LAS is 2. I will show you. LSA is J1 or 2 or the 02. I think that they are the two values only. 6 dot x is 0.7 and the tick is minus 0.01. So I will explain you this. These values we are getting here for the Z scale. Okay. And tick I have taken minus 0.01. So these are the ticks, the length of the ticks. Negative is this side. If you keep the positive, then it would be on the inner side. Got it? So we required on the outer side. I could make 3 and I run this. Got it now? What does it mean by tick? Okay. I will show you in a zoom so you could find it better. Tick is this. These are called the tick. Getting it? Where is my cursor? This tick. Its length. Okay. And this was the axis is a function. We could create the axis. Now M test. Title for the right axis. For this axis, I want to write a title. So title is y is equal to 1 by x. Y is equal to 1 by x. Side 4, line 3. Sex dot lab is 1, lace 2 and blue. Got it? Basically, it is not 1 by x. It is the 10 by x. It is the 10 by, it is overlap. Lace 2. If I write the lace 0, I think lace 1 or lace 0 is something like that. This is the lace 0. And this is the lace 2. Got it? Okay. So lace 0 and lace 2 only, two thing is there, not in lace 1. Now main title and the X lab and Y lab I am going to give. This is the X lab, X values, Y is equal to X, and this I have given. Now I want to use some small ticks, minor tick function. Just a minute. Minor tick, we use minor ticks between 2 and 4. We could use minor tick, small ticks. So minor tick function is a HMISC package, add minor ticks marks. And nx is equal to n and y and the tick ratio n in this way. So yes. There is a different PCH we have to use over there for the filling. There are various PCH. Some is filled, some is blank. Okay. I will use some AB line here. This AB line I am using horizontal 1, 5 and 7. Okay. And vertical line I am also using 1, 10 and 2. This vertical line I have used. And this is a sequence 1 to 10 with two common difference. 1, then 3, then 6, then 9. 9. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So it is the 1, then 3, then 5, then 7, then 9. It is a sequence, arithmetic progression, sequence function I have used. I explained you in the R1. And every line 0, 0 to 10, 10, I see what happens. It works or not. It's not working properly. So I remove this. I try this, what it comes. Not working. Mhm. Not getting it properly. Okay. So we are getting this line in a one sequence. Left axis. This is the right axis. Left axis I have not given any number. On the right side I have given the. Now about the legend. We have a legend function, location, title, and legend what we are taking. Okay. So we see the legend example. I remove this. And I again attach the empty cars. And I am using it, box plot. I have taken the Terrian colors 3. That is a palette. X level is mileage, Y level I have not given. So whatever the variable name I have taken, it will be there in the Y axis, MPG. And I want a legend on the top right. Insert 10.10 and title number of cylinders 468. Fill Terrian color 3 and horizon. You see this is here.
So can we resize it? Like it's a little bit bigger
Yeah,
than our. Okay.
we could resize it. I have taken the inside 0.10. I remove this one because it will overlap if I run next. I run this, then you see. Is it better?
Yeah. So what you have changed? Like.
I have not written the inside 0.10. In default, it will take.
Okay.
Horizontal true. If I write the horizontal false, see what happens. I just remove this. It's the vertical way, 468. What it?
Yes, sir. So do we need to provide any space over there after top right? Do we need to provide a space here? Have you given any space or it's in a
We
continuous
could give
manner?
a space. We could set the X limit and the Y
Okay.
limit. If you increase the Y limit, you will get the space above these figures.
Okay.
If you increase the Y limit, here the Y limit is per the mileage, maximum mileage, and
Yeah.
little bit above them. Or you could increase that limit more.
Mm-hmm.
Here also increase the limit. So we
Okay.
could put the legend properly.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Understand? So we could change the X limit and Y limit if we see the maximum of we are getting 33.9. So we set the X limit. Sorry, it is the mileage. No? Mileage is the Y limit. So Y limit here we will show it. No? Box. Y limit is equal to it is 33. I write there 50.
35 or 50. Okay.
50 I write there. And y X limit I see uh, there is a box. It is a box plot, so no need. Okay, that is in default. So I just run it. What happened? Y limit value. X limit equal to X limit Y limit log equal to log Y X. So invalid Y limit value. I just see what once. It should be the numeric, na? It is numeric, but in spite of that, it is not taking X limit, Y limit.
So how about if we give a 35? Is it gonna work?
No, no, that's not a reason. There is some other cause. It is the plot dot window we have to take for that limit. Plot dot window. With no default. Yeah, it is giving some error. Okay, we'll see it. We could change it. No. In other plots, we write the M limit, X limit, and the Y limit inside that. Just a moment, I see it. You see, in the plot, we write inside it. Okay. I do it. A minimum and the maximum we have to write. What is that? That is I try to run it. Now it's okay. Getting it? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We have to write the minimum and the maximum both way.
Mhm.
We were just writing 50 over at that time. So we have to use a vector for minimum and maximum. Okay. So that is here. Now, if we use the region, it would be better. Okay. Or I think that we should use the true. And I use one more thing. What is the difference here? We are getting this 0.10. No, 0.10, 0.05. I could to take this 0.02. So you will see 0.02. Does that make sense to everyone? Inside where we are setting it?
Yes, sir. It's a margin
And
from upper line. No?
yeah, we could change the size also, but it is okay with this type of font. Okay. Now it is all about how we could put the legend at this all. You little bit you do the practice, then you will better understand the things. Now we see combining plots. In the one figure, you combine many plots. Okay. R makes it easy to combine multiple plots into one overall graph using either a parameter or layout function. So with the parameter function, we can include the option MF row, and margin for row means number of multiple figures row wise, multiple figures row wise, and MF row n rows and n columns, number of rows and number of columns, MF row. And MF call we could also use multiple figures column wise. So I will explain you both things one by one. So I remove this and I attach the empty cards again. And this is my P1 parameter I am for. So before that, I would like to use PAR. What we have taken there, OPAR previously, O capital,
Yes.
OPAR small. Okay. And now I am taking MF row. So 2 by 2, no? Multiple figure row wise. So it is my P1. Then I will remove it at the last. So I have taken an object name of this. Otherwise, I could either par MF row C11. Then it will be default. First plot I am making weight mileage, that is a scatter plot. So I just run this, you see this is my first plot. Second plot, because it is row wise, so second plot will come here. It will not go here. It will be here on the row wise. MF row. If I write the MC row, MF column, MF column, then second plot would be here. Got it? Any doubt?
Yes, sir.
What is MF row and what is MF COL? So it's not a big task. You could use MF row only, or you could arrange in that way the plot, where you want. So bar plot I want on the right side of this. Got it?
Yes, sir.
And the third histogram I want here. And the fourth box plot again I want right side of this. Bar plot, box plot.
Okay.
You see this. Multiple figures in one plot. Got it?
Yes, sir.
I again explain you, it's very easy. We have to write in the parameter MF row equal to whatever you want. 2 by 2 means this 2 by 2, 2 row and 2 column. If 2 by 3, then 2 row and 3 columns. 3 plots you could make in one row. Now I remove this, and first I run this, so it would be my default, and then I attach this, and I am MF row 1 3, 1 row and 3 plots I will get. 1 2 3. Row would be 1 only. Got it? Is there any doubt? And this is again I am going to make it default. Instead of P1 I am taking the MF row C11, so it is the default value. Okay, I could use this also.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, I tried to do that 543 line number that attach empty cars and par O par. So, but it's coming like warning messages. Parameter C in CR cannot be set. But later on, I got the result, but this message is displayed. Why, sir?
Which 542?
Yeah, like 541. It's written a par O par.
No, this I have taken earlier, no OPAR.
Yeah, yeah.
You have taken that.
Yes, sir. So I incorporated above.
So then you again run this. What happened?
So like output is coming, but in that case, par OPAR it's showing warning messages. In par OPAR, graphical parameters Cin cannot be set, CRA cannot be set, DIN cannot be set.
No problem. No problem for that. No. Yesterday we got the same warning.
Okay, sir.
Yesterday we got the same warning. Here you see, I think that we have got. You see here, na?
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
today we got that.
You will get it. No, don't worry about the warning. If there is error, that is
Okay.
warning. It gives no problem.
Okay.
So this now I one figure in one row and 2 figures in second row. In the layout, I am making a matrix 1 2 3 3. 1 2 3 3, 2 by 2. So one figure in one row, and I just do it, then I explain it. So one figure in one row and two figures in second row. I have just changed it. In the first row, we are making two figure, and the second row we are making one figure. So I change it. Got it? What is there? I will explain you. This matrix we have to write in the layout. In the first row, it is the first row here and the here, because the here and here row wise MF row we are using it. So here the same figure, 1 1, and then second figure, then third figure. Got it? Basically it is a 2 by 2. Okay, so if I show you this matrix, just the matrix I will show you. You see 1 1 2 3. Got it? So why we are getting in this way? Suppose if I want one figure here and two here, one here and two here. So I will write here 1 and I will write here 2. Got it? By row 2 in, therefore, first, then second, then again first. So it would be in this way. In the both area it will cover, and then third. What? If I want two figure here and the one here, then what I will do? Two figure here. So 1 2 is okay. No, 1 2 is not okay. Two figure here I want, and one is here. So I will get here 1 2.
The second and fourth will be the same.
1 2 it is okay. 1 2 and 3 2. Sorry. Three, 2. Got it? I will show you that. All the positions. Okay. It will take little time to understand.
Sir, how
Okay.
it become 1 2 3 2?
1 2. I will show you that graph first. 1 2. 1 and 2. One figure is here. First figure is here. This one.
Yeah.
And the second figure would be here. Got it?
Yes, sir.
And the third figure would be here. It is by row, na?
Yes, sir.
One, second, third, then again second,
Okay.
again second. So second will capture this whole plot area.
Yes, sir.
Understand?
Yes, sir.
The guy too has purchased this plot and this plots. It will make a building in the whole plot.
Yes, sir.
And this person has only purchased this one, and this person, second person has purchased only the third person has purchased only this one. So they have created their home here, and it is purchased both the portion. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
Like that.
So but what about that? The big figure is like left to the here, and these two figures at the right.
Yeah,
That command.
we have changed the command every time. Here
This
you
figure
see.
command I'm talking
Is
about.
this figure what? The first is here.
Yes, sir. First
Second
figure
is here. Second is here. Then first is here again, because this the
Big
first
one.
figure, है ना? So we will write here first. Okay. Then it is third. Got it?
Yes, sir. This DISP. Yes, sir. Then third.
This would be like that. Sorry.
Okay.
So I remove this and I run this again. Got it?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Optionally, you can include widths and heights option in the layout. No? And function to control the size of each figure more precisely. These options have the form width vector of values for the width of the column, and the height is vector of the values in the height of the rows. Row height and the column width. Relative widths are specified numeric values. Absolute width in centimeter is specified within the 1 centimeter function, LMC function, that is called. So one figure in the row 1 and the two figure in the row 2. So row 1 is 1/3 the height of the row 2. So that is we will not go in that deep. I will just run it. I have written everything. So size we have changed. So row is 1/3 of the height of the row 2. Row 1 height is 1/3 the height of the row 2. Okay, so row 2 height is this much. So it's 1/3 height. Okay, so it is this one. And column 2, this column 2 width is 1/4 of column 1. It is a 25% width is this. Got it? So how we have done this? We have written the width 3 for this. This is the 3 times, or this is the 1 time. Got it? I change it. I write here 2 and here 1. Then you see what happens. Got it? Something? This width is double of this. If I write 1 1, okay, suppose if I write here 1 and here I write 2, see what happens. The width of this would be double of this. Now got it?
So,
And the height of 1, this is 1 and this is double. So I want this would be double and this would be 1. So I will change it 2 and 1. Got it? Yes. So you write different way you could do it, arrange it. In default, the size would be same of the all windows. The same matrix I have taken here, the 1 1 2 3. The first figure is the 1 1, then 2 3. That is the first is okay. The widths I have added on it. Here I have not added the width. Is it clear? So width and height I have added here. Is there any doubt now? I have just extended the attributes.
So in case of plot, I am getting error message.
What?
So in case of plot hist, I am getting error messages.
Okay. Here,
Yes, sir, all the three.
all the three. Have you run it?
Yes, sir.
And have you attached my empty cars? First you attach empty cars, then you try.
Okay, sir.
Figure margins too large means this are you getting? So then you have to increase this margin. You have to increase the box. Got it?
Yes,
That is the problem there.
all right, sir.
If you have a small margin, then the plot will not create.
Okay,
You have to increase the margin. Then
all
it will automatically, if you have attached it empty cars, in spite of that, it is not figuring out, then you could do it. Okay. Increase the margin and you will get it. Now, these are the few things I have explained you about the layout. Now we see the some fine control in the figure arrangement. Okay. And these fine controls we see in the following example, what we are going to take here. Two box plots are added to scatter plot to create an enhanced graph. We are creating a scatter plot. In a scatter plot, we are attaching box plot. Okay. You see, it's a very good thing. So parameter is very, very important here to understand. The parameter, we are taking a figure. Figure starts with 0 on the left side and 0.8, 0 and 0.8. New true. New true, I will explain you. So first we draw the plot, then I will explain what does it mean by new true. So we are making a plot, empty cars, $weight, empty cost, $mileage. So it is a scatter plot. Two numeric variable we are taking. X label car weight and the Y label our miles per gallon. So I just start it, then I will explain you in detail. So this is my plot. The perimeter I have taken 0, 0.8, 0.8. Okay. So I have this gap here I am getting. Here I want to build some box plot. So I have given this parameter 0.0, 0.8 and 0, 0.8. Okay. And now I using another parameter for other graph. That is a box plot for empty cars weight. Empty car weight is here. So I will make a box plot here. First box plot. That is the 0 to 0.8. 0 to 0.8 would be this width. And 0.55. 0.55 I will get here and 1. So I just run this. First I make that, you could better understand. This is the box plot. Another box plot I run. It is the box plot of the mileage, or this is the box plot of this. Okay. You could change these parameters. We try to change. I'm not getting it. By taking 0.7, it will not work. 0.6 if I write thing, I think it will work. And if I write 0.5, if I write 0.4, got it? Point 0.3. You just change the value and you see where the location you are getting better. Not look at that. In this way we get it. Okay. So we take 0.4, which looks better. It is better. And here we take we are getting it. So I want to change it. Oh. 0.6 is better. 0.6 is better. Six. And M text is here enhanced. Scatter plot side 3 and true line 3. That is. Yeah, 0.7 it will not consider because it will not get that high over there. Okay. We have the 0.8 only, this margin. Got it? There are so many things, but we will see some more important one. So this was all about the R basic. And there is some lattice graph package written by Dipayan Sarkar. It was the Bengali. Attempts to improve on the base R graphics by providing better defaults and the ability to easily display multivariate relationships. In particular, the package supports the creation of trellis graphs and graphs that display variable or the relationship between variables conditioned on one or more other variables. So we see the typical format is graph type formula and data. And I will explain later on this thing, but first we see what type of graph is this. What is the quality in this graph? I attach empty cars and create factors with value, because we know that in the empty cars, all the variables are numeric, class having numeric. So we are converting them in factor and giving some labels name 3 gears, 4 gears, and 5 gears. And also we are converting the cylinder in a factor and giving the 4 cylinder, 6 cylinder, and 8 cylinder. And we are these are the independent variable we have now. Okay. So I run this. If I show you, so you could see the head of this, or if I run this, it will get 32. It will explain you what they are in this way. If I see you the cylinder, you will see in this way. Okay. And the kernel density plot I am going to develop here. Density plot tilde mileage meant is the title, the X lab I am giving here. You see, just it is the density plot. So now I want this with a factor level. So what I will do, I will just the mileage and the pi function I will use where it is on the above the enter button beside your backspace key. That with shift you have to run, and I will show you this. So this is as per the cylinder. We have 3 cylinders, 6, 4, and 8. So as per that, it has divided the density. Okay. And the alternative layout we are using 1, 3. This is the default layout. We have got it. And the 1, 3 in one row, we all get all the 3 plots, 1, 2, and 3. So you see 1, 3, layout 1, 3. We are getting all the 3 plots in one column, or we could use the 3, 1. Okay, sorry, this key is always 3, 1. You see, in this way I can make it. Okay. And box plot for each combination of 2 factors, cylinder and gear. Cylinder, tilde, mileage, and gear. So you will see there are 3 things. So cylinder, gears, and mileage is given. Okay. So these are the few plots, and this is also you could see in this way, but it is not much interpretable. The ggplot to give us more better than this lattice, better than lattice we will get in the ggplot too. Okay, so it is not important much. No, very few people use it. Okay, so I leave it, and this all we will see in there. There are various probability functions and the probability graphs if you study. So the section describes the probability plots if we talked about in the didactic purposes and for data analysis. Probability plots for teaching and demonstration we see. I have given something here written that when theory I have given some Fundavaji is there. Then when I was in college and this that I have written over there. So R makes it easy to draw probability distribution and demonstrate statistical concepts. Some of more common probability distributions available in R given below. The distribution R name, distributions R name, beta, log normal. So for beta we use this, log normal, L norm we use, binomial, binom, okay, and negative binomial and B norm. Cauchy we use this, normal we use norm, chi-square we use this, and the Poisson we use it, exponential, exp student, tt, f small, unif for uniform. For gamma distribution, Tukey distribution, geometric geom, Weibull this, and hypergeometric. So we write the height, Wilcox, and logistic. So these are the various distribution in R. For a comprehensive list, see statistical distribution on the R Wikipedia, you could see it. Okay. The functions available for each distribution follow this format: D name, P name, Q name, and R. R is small here, sorry. So D name is the density or probability function. P name is the cumulative density function. Q name is the quantile function, and R name is the random deviates. Okay. So this we have, for example, if we take the P norm 0, so 0 point is equal to the area under the standard normal curve to the left to 0. Q norm 0.9 is equal to 1.28. 1.28 is the 19th percentile, if I am writing this. Okay. Standard normal distribution. R norm 100 generates 100 random deviates from a standard normal distribution. So this we will study in detail. I just give you one example of this. I'm giving you one example of our norm. 100 data points I am taking from a normal distribution. In this default random normal distribution, because I am not putting any mean and the standard deviation, so default mean would be 0 for the G scale, and the standard deviation would be 1. Got it? And if I run this, I give some name to this X, and I will show you the histogram of this. Sorry, I just I will do that first. So okay, I use it PR MF C. So it is a, you see in the 100 I am getting in this way. It is not too much normal. If I increase the data sample size, sorry, 1000, if I take, I see the histogram, it is tends to normal. If I take the 10,000, and if I see,
Sir, why use the para FM row C11, sir?
because we have the graph was not coming properly, because we have set the parameter previously some other. You got it? When we were producing some graphs, we have changed the parameter, no? At that moment,
Yes, sir. Yeah.
row wise, column wise. So I want, this is the
Excuse
default
me.
parameter 1 1.
Yeah.
1 1 means you will get the default.
Default.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
So here 1 lakh observations I am taking. You see it is now very near to this observation. It is getting only in the fraction of second. You are getting this, you are creating this much data. This is about 10 lakh observations I have created. Friction of second.
How can we control the Y and X axes?
Y and
Y
X.
and X axis. Yes. How can we control the values or the name or these things?
Now it will automatically, the frequency on the Y axis is the histogram. Please you mute Anilji. Please you mute the sub. So here it is in default the frequency. When you increase the sample size, it will tends to normalization in the normal distribution. The more normalized, it is a normal. You are taking the sample from the normal distribution, so you are getting the normal. Here you have created a data with that X. If I show you, you see here X large numeric data. It is 10 lakh. And I could show you the head of this top 10 observation. If you see, sorry, at 10 I have written X. This top 10 observations of the normal distribution. If I want to create a normal distribution of 1000 observation with mean 60 and a standard deviation 7. So I developed this. Now you see our X scale will change. Got it? And if I see the mean of this, what I have created this data mean of X, it should be very near to that 60. And the SD should be near to 7. Not exact 7. Sorry, I have 6.91, that is 7. Got it? It is the normal distribution. We could also produce the uniform distribution, beta distribution. So I will, this is a separate chapter, we will cover it, various distributions. Okay.
Okay. Actually, sir, like how you're filling the colors inside this histogram?
Here,
Yeah. So because when I tried, it's like blank. No color is there. Like for you, it's like blue color. It is filled, right?
it is filled in the histogram, it is filled.
But sir, in when I tried the same code, it's looking like empty.
Okay, okay. I just show you. Not getting here the color fill. Fill null we could take. You could use the fill gray and in this way.
All right. Fill equals to gray, like that.
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
you will get this thing because I have somewhere I have in default I set this.
Okay.
Or we could change the color also. Could change the color. We have a fill, I think. Not a graphical. Fill is not a graphical. Fill is not the color. If I write that COL. You see.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
And if I do it without color, then it will be this, because it is based on the theme also what I am using the R. There are so many themes. So as per this also give the parameter setting is also there. Maybe reason for this. And this we have covered. I will explain you about the probability distribution later on, each and everything. And then we see some density plot later on. So you could better understand the density. Okay. So I'm not exploring that thing here. Now we use some ggplot concept we will start. And R is very good in visualization with interactive visualization is also there. So in the plots, we see the static plot. And the Weaver, we see the interactive plots. Okay. So I just show you one thing. Will not, it is not in our curriculum, the interactive plot, but I just show you the power of R, the visualization power of R. I will just show you. So I have used various APIs for this data, and I run this our library ggplot2. Lubridate is for the date time. Prophet is we are using for the interactive graphs. Prophet library. dplyr is for the data manipulation, and COVID-19.analytics, it will provide us the data of the COVID-19. So I run this first. And here I am taking the COVID-19 data, case time series, confirmed time series I am taking for the, and then I am filtering the region India. No, there are 68 observations and 290 variables. I will show you. It is from the different countries. And 290 variables mean these are the dates are in this format. So I will show you up to where it is. It is 2/11/2020 current data, real-time data I am fetching. Real-time data. Okay. And from which date I am getting? I am getting 22/1/2020, 22 January of worldwide. And I have selected the India data. And then I have converted this TCS as a my data frame.
So what is TSC?
TSC is I have given the name. TSC.
Oh, object name.
Object name I have given it. And
No, sir, but here in front of percent greater than percent, there is again TSC.
This is our data preparation. I will mention you. This is a Py2 function. It is the next chapter after data visualization. So
Yeah, but sir, before that there is again TSC. So
TSC, the TSC we have taken here. In the TSC we are filtering this, and again we are saving as a TSC.
Okay. Again can I save, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And it is we are transposing it. T I have written here. You see, we are transpose it, the row into column and column into row. So now you see, previously it was 290 rows. Now we have 290 observations. No, we have 290 columns at that time. Now we have 290 rows. We have transposed it. And then C bind, column bind, row names TCS, data frame TCS, row names null. So this is the just the data pre-processing. And I remove first few, and I convert the date using the Lubridate library. And I will show you the structure of this now. So it is the structure now. Date is a character, the confirmed date format, and in this way we are getting this 0, 1, whatever. And converting them in numeric. I just make a Q plot. I'm making a quick plot. This is a part of ggplot, no? Q plot. So you could see this. This is the Q plot, how it is going COVID, confirmed cases in India. So if I zoom it, you will see in the month of this, we are getting this much, but it is not interactive. So we are not getting the value here. If I put the cursor, there should be a value. So I would make that sort of graph. I will show you that. I'm forecasting for the 1 month, for next 1 month through this. So you will see it is, I am forecasting it. It is my forecast, and this is the for 1 month, 30 days, 31 days. I am forecasting it. What would be the confirmed cases in India? Then I am using some interactive graph. This is my interactive graph. I will show you this. It's not getting here. It will take time. So I remove this. You see here I am getting the value. In the 3rd of November, I have predicted, my model predict 41,164. Okay. But the actual you see in the 2nd number data we have the 41,633, and my prediction on the 2nd 41,633, and the predicted and actual both are there. Look at here. There is a difference of only near about 500 something in the prediction and actual. Got it? This is the interactive plot. And you see the previous my time series model is exact. Yeah, it is a, that is a, which we have created. It is not a GG plot. It is interactive plot, but it is not in our course. I just show you the power of R, what sort of graph we could produce here. Okay. And 268 we have taken. How much was there? 286, 268. Number of records. This is the summary. I have prepared some. What I want to show you is see here now. It will be there. Look at this. Every country you could see here.
Sir, which kind of, it's a GG2 plot or interactive?
No, it is an interactive plot. Prophet library we are using for it.
Yeah, and sorry, like what were the command for this?
This we have a live.map. We are using it. Live.map TCS. So it will give us this graph because we have to set something prior to that. And COVID-19 cases up to the everything is there. You see, I will show you in the Zoom. You could see here. It is up to the date 2/11/2020 cases. In the each country you could see here. This is the two figures are there. One is the confirmed cases. Second is the death of person. This is 38310. 38,310 persons died through the COVID.
And sir, what the color of the bubbles signifies over here? Color?
It is the heat map. Like these are the we have taken different color as per the norms. So here there is very few. So there is a dark color and the light you will see will go different color patterns we have used here. We could change the color pattern also.
Color doesn't means there are severe cases in
No.
red
Yeah,
color.
yeah. No,
No,
we
not
have,
like that.
we have not like that.
Okay.
Because we have to show the variety of colors. So we have just taken the palette over there.
Yeah.
It is not like a heat map. And if I take the heat map, then the color will be dark to light or light to dark. I could take. There is some backend. We have codes that we have to apply there in our server. Then we could show it there. So this is the power I just want to show you, the visualization power of the R. So it's not only for the aesthetic, we could create the interactive and we could upload these all things on our dashboard or wherever the internet website or whatever you have. Okay. And we are using these all APIs there. We have attached it. There are the various APIs which were in the JSON format. This is the partition 2 data from April 20 to 26, and in this way we have different, and then we have worked on it and we have attached over there. So tomorrow we will start with the ggplot2. In the ggplot2 we have two functions. One is we have the function qplot. That is also a ggplot function. That is a q means the quick plot. If you want to create a quick plot, then we use that qplot function. And it is not as much as we don't make a very complex plot with the qplot. But when we use the function ggplot, then we could create a very complex plot over there. Okay. So we will start with the ggplot2 tomorrow, grammar of graphics. And there we enjoy lots of things in the visualization. Is there any doubt, anyone regarding?
Doctor, I do have one inquiry.
Yes.
Yesterday, because of the timing, I messed up. I attended 12:30, then 3:30. I missed the time. So yesterday's lecture I missed already. How can I, because everything it depends on the previous.
Yeah.
So how I can recall the previous lecture?
There is a video recording you will get over there.
From?
Video recording, with lecture recording you will get through the drive, and you could see that.
Can you show me, Doctor, or send me the link? How can I access the video? Because I
Okay,
don't have
okay. Yes,
Thank you.
yes.
Thank you.
Mr. Mukesh, are you there? Someone else have any query or doubt? Yes.
Hello. Sorry, I missed due to internet. So please, would you share me your video link?
Yes. Yeah.
video link, record video link.
Yeah, it will be shared with the, there is a paid participants who are paying for the certificates and the study material. We are sharing with them these all drive links and the study materials and the
Okay. Thank
video
you.
links.
Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Thank you.
Yes.
sir, I have paid for the R2 workshop, but yet I do not receive any video link for the
Of-
yesterday's class.
Yeah, it will be shared tonight. Okay.
Okay.
Because there is a process to make a different folder in the drive and put the all stuffs over there. So
Okay,
it take little bit time. And from today you will get the material for the both days. Now first day and the second day material you will get together. Yes.
Prof.
Yes, Pradeep ji.
Hello. Thank you very much for these great lectures. I attended the first workshop and this is the second. I paid for both of them, but I received only one link and one PDF file related to the first workshop. I need all the material. Is it possible?
Which only one link for the previous workshop, no? You have attended
Yes,
which one?
one link and one PDF. Is it all things or still there is no, there
No,
is
the same link you will get all the stuffs over there. The day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4 in this way. The link would be same.
Okay, so the link is enough for the previous workshop, is it right?
The previous workshop link you open again, you will get all the days stuff over there.
And one link and one PDF. Is it enough for the first workshop?
No, for
only
the
one PDF and only one link inside the Word document. Is it enough for the first workshop, or still I didn't receive something?
No, I could not understand. You have got one link, and that link you will get all the study material of that workshop.
The previous one, and only one PDF file containing
for new workshop you will get the separate link.
Okay. The new workshop, I didn't receive anything yet.
Okay, you will receive today. You will receive today.
Thank you very much, Prof. Thank you.
You will receive today.
Thank
the
you.
link you will receive.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Sir, can you show the library? Sir, can you show the library that we have show earlier?
Prophet library is that. Prophet.
Can you scroll up, sir? Analytics data that we have, like, five library, I guess.
Okay, just a moment. This is the Prophet library we are using. Prophet.
That's
for the end. Okay. These are those libraries. Someone has any query now?
Sir, if your institution arrange workshop on R,
Yes.
on the qualitative data analysis, that is text analysis in R, that it will be very helpful for us.
Okay.
One type of analysis, you know, sir, text analysis or other qualitative analysis. In case research, we all know that apart from quantitative analysis, there is also a qualitative perspective. if you arrange R4 workshop on qualitative analysis, then many participants like me can join.
Okay, okay. Qualitative analysis is like something. I just a moment. Text analysis, basically we use the NLP there, the sentiment analysis like that you are talking about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, that is the different algorithm we use, but there is a different sessions after our advanced.
Okay, sir.
And for the sentiment analysis, there is a different session, 5 days workshop. And for other sort of thing, the like a market basket analysis, and that this sort of thing, the different projects we have as per that. In the R advanced, we learn the common algorithm which we used in the also in the text analysis. But in the text analysis, like a sentiment analysis and some other thing, we require some other libraries and some other framework also.
Yes, sir.
And then we apply this machine learning algorithm, what we have read in the R Advanced 1 and the R Advanced 2. Okay. So that is a separate workshop. We organize it time to time, 5 days, 4 days workshop is for that.
No, sir, so, if it is, your institution is going to organize it in near future, please give the brochure in WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Because your lecture is superb, sir.
We also provide the workshop, the 1 month workshop for the chatbot making. The chatbot, you know that there is a chat box, and nowadays the chatbot is using the every mobile application, and so that we from scratch, we are not using any chatbot engine.
No.
From scratch we develop a chatbot. So we have so many options.
Okay,
over
sir.
there. So that is the thing. We have a different sort of workshop running time to time. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sir, is Cypher Analytica is organizing workshop on a SaaS?
SaaS, there is a very few inquiries about the SaaS. You know that it's a licensed version in the SaaS, and we have the whole contents of the SaaS. Everything what we are studying in R, we have also in the SaaS the same thing. The same chapter and everything we have in the SaaS also. Yes. So, but demand is very low demand for the SaaS. Anyone else? So we finish it today. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And tomorrow we see the next ggplot2. Thanks everyone. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you everyone. Thank you.
Sir.